switching up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The high, 180.
6 right there, 56. Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Mike, 56.
Bravo.
56. Down to lose one. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Breaker Omaha.
On second down now. It's Cook. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Watch the eye. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Gun. Go ahead, go ahead.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let go.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's right.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, echo.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
50, play.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Ready?
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and
Just like that. Just like that.
at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers
Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. To throw on second down, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
70s, Indy. Hey, Hayward. Squeeze.
He's checking. Crash. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, complete. It's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. On first down, Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Okay, ready?
54. Mike 54.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Right there.
They'll run here with Freeman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Hey, Delta. Any weapon.
Here I come. Shift.
Deep grip.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, zoom.
Drop deep.
Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
56. Oh, yeah. Lucky 48. Listen to me. Here we go again. Watch. Hey, orbit.
Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good route here.
Smooth. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
56 to Mike.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're still playing
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And Cook has it, left side. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
It's just me and you.
Bravo.
56 is the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Cousins to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
56.
Throwing is Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
30 base. And Alpha. 61. Match box. White.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Hey, Haywood.
You ain't got nothing. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw on second down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That second down play nets a -4.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
Off the bootleg, Herbert. They still can't get him. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Hey, receiver.
56, Mike, 56. What's the call?
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Cook.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line.
They're running it.
5. Get it.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And Reed with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. You must go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, flush to his right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go. Get set.
Watch safety green.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, Orbit.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Badgley's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. It's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bravo.
56. Check 56.
Now Cousins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 62-yard
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense change.